This next story is just incredible. It really speaks to the power of a father's love and the true spirit of Christmas. Listen to this. Chris Kennedy was sent racist hate mail just for putting up an inflatable black Santa in his front yard.
But instead of giving in to the hate, that experience set Chris on a path to becoming a professional Santa for his entire town. He wants others to do the same. Let's start at the beginning, though, and that letter in Chris's own words.
Please remove your Negro Santa Claus yard decoration. You should not try to deceive children into believing that I am a Negro. I am a Caucasian, white man to you, and have been for the past 600 years. Your being jealous of my race is no excuse for your dishonesty. Besides that, you're making yourself a laughing stock of the neighborhood. Maybe you should move to a neighborhood with the rest of your racist kind. Yours truly, Santa Claus. And it came with a picture, Santa Claus with thumbs down.
Oh my God.
I brought this to do this here.
So hard to listen to. That was a clip from the HBO Max documentary Santa Camp. And we are thrilled to welcome Chris Kennedy onto the program with us now. Santa Chris, it's so nice to see you on this day. Thanks for joining us.
Well, bro, ho, ho, and Merry Christmas to you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Merry Christmas back at you. I mean, we're going to start sad, but it's going to have a very happy ending. Tell us more about, what happened after you got that letter. I mean, I love that you kept your dignity and that you stood up against these hateful words.
Well, after I got that, immediately I initially recorded a Facebook video. It went viral. Then I went to in the whole process, I went to the police station, went to the post office to, do all the proper reporting. And then, people were reaching out, and one of my mentors was like, hey, would you mind taking pictures of Santa with my granddaughter, as a let's get back at them. And so it just kind of snowballed from there. I took pictures with her, with my daughter, and, just different friends and family. And then a few months later, was reached out to by someone from Santa Camp asking if I would consider coming to learn about being a professional Santa.
Santa Chris, I love also hearing that some of your neighbors, after you got that letter, also started putting up black Santas of their own in an act of solidarity with you. We're showing clips now from the Santa Camp documentary. It follows the New England Santa Society as they tackle a lack of diversity in that industry. We have another clip for you.
I've never had to interact with a Santa Claus in a classroom that was black before. I'd be glad if you could give me any hints. I don't mean to offend you, but now that I think about that question, I apologize for that. I apologize. I really don't need to even ask you that.
No, that's fine.
But interesting if you've been a Santa for a while. It's good.
Being the only person of color here, it was definitely lonely and awkward, to say the least.
Santa Chris, it seems like they learned as much from you as you did from them.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. We were able to, Santa Camp is all about learning. I was able to learn different things from them, how to dye my beard and different ways to interact with kids. And they were able to just learn, how much diversity actually does matter, how important it is for little black and brown kids to see themselves reflected in not only, regular media, but as characters such as Santa.
We've heard, in previous years, very controversial statements from, media personalities and the like about, what Santa's skin color should be. But the fact of the matter is, Santa's a fictional character. He is who we want him to be, especially in our hearts, right? And I know that you've had such incredible reactions from the community. I'm curious to know what your daughter feels about you being Santa Chris, and also I understand that there have been people who've come from hours away just to meet you.
Yeah, so we kind of do this as a family. My daughter is my elf. My wife is Mrs. Claus. So as much as we can, we appear as a family unit because that's what we are. And yeah, I've had my first really big event was the Northern Lights Festival here in North Little Rock, and we had a woman come from Mississippi. I know that she had her daughter come and pick her up, and they had driven well over 300 miles to come and visit.
Wow.
And it was. I'm so glad the camera wasn't on me when she and I were talking because I teared up because she was telling me she was 80 years old, 80 plus, and she had never seen a Black Santa, and it was that important to her to come and visit me. The amount of kids that I've had since becoming Santa that are so happy that Santa looks like them. One of my little kids, he was just like, Santa, you're brown like me, and like was rubbing my hand, and was just so happy to be there. And it's it's those things that people don't see, the little moments with kids where they're telling you and giving you different words of affirmation that you don't even know that you need as an adult, to know that you're doing something right that's having an impact on them.
That's awesome. Santa Chris, in another Santa Camp clip, you talk about a sadness that you feel that there aren't more Black Santas out there, but you have to know that there may be people that come across you and what you're trying to accomplish, and it makes them angry for whatever reason. What would be your message to those folks?
Hey, if you're angry at seeing a Black Santa, then you're not for me. But I'm here for everyone else who enjoys the Christmas spirit, enjoys seeing Santa, and wants to see themselves reflected. I hold no ill will towards people who don't like me being Santa. As I said, I'm here for kids and families that want to see representation and who just want to have a good time in Christmas or with Christmas. There's literally nothing wrong with seeing something, not liking it, and moving on. That's what the person that wrote that letter should have done. If they didn't like it, they should have just moved on, and I wouldn't have been on this trajectory, more than likely. I would have just stuck to doing this for my family and friends. But there's sadness in the fact that there's not more Black Christmas performers, but there's hope because there are becoming more. I've met a ton of Santas that are amazing people and have been nothing but helpful. And I think that moving forward, that diversity is going to take hold in the Santa community, because the white Santas don't actually care about more people getting into it. They want more people into it. The more people that are here, the better it is. The more people that are professionally trained, the better that it is for our profession. And I just think that it's great. It does nothing but help families going forward, having more diversity.
Right, and make Christmas that much more magical for families of all different backgrounds. And this person that sent you that hateful message, he or she, ironically, just helped increase representation in the Santa world, right? And before we let you go, I understand that you have your own spin on Santa's ho ho ho. Can we hear that before we go?
Yeah, absolutely. Bro ho ho, Merry Christmas. Thank y'all for watching today. But yeah, I definitely have my own spin, and my Santa Claus that they were upset about, it started out at 6 foot. Now I have a 15-foot one in my front yard. So
good for you. I love that.
That's awesome. I love it. Bro ho ho to you, Santa Chris. A very Merry Christmas. We'll let you get to it. We know it's going to be a busy one. I hope you did get my letter, though. There's a very
Mine
extensive
too.
list
Mine too.
of gift requests. I look forward to opening those. Thanks so much, Santa Chris.
Thanks, Santa.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.